Engine update time.
So that sounds, you know, pretty bad to me.
I'm Cindy, and this is Shell. We sold everything and set off on an adventure, living and cruising on a boat named C-Shel. Click subscribe and sit back as we show you that it's possible for all of us to live an extraordinary life. We spent the last 2 years of the pandemic spending tons of cash to get the boat ready for an awesome return to the Bahamas. Before we left, the boat mechanically seemed like it was working the best it had since we purchased the boat 6 years ago, only to reach the shores of Bimini, Bahamas and suffer a potential major starboard engine issue that has us currently stuck in port. It is paradise, however, so we are making the best of it.
We're going on an adventure. Mutton snapper with the spear. Gonna be good and tasty, I think. That beautiful area there, the Keys just south of Bimini, lots of fish, just lots of fish. Welcome to C-Shels Galley once again. I am going to cook, or we are going to cook, this mutton snapper that I caught speared yesterday here in Bimini. So I'm going to just slice it up. We're going to soak it in some almond milk for a little bit, and Cindy's going to do some side dish, and then we're going to use the air fryer in our new microwave to see if we can mimic like a frying type thing. So I'm going to cut this up into little strips right now. We'll let that sit for 20 minutes in the milk, and Cindy's going to do her side dish.
I'm doing, as a side, the Brussels sprout coconut rice. First, you're going to put in the Brussels sprouts and the carrot coconut oil and char them for a little bit in the pan. This recipe calls for ginger, so I always buy a ton of ginger before I come to the Bahamas, because sometimes you can't find ginger, and I freeze like a tablespoon each so that you can just quickly take it and flick it into your recipe. And we are harvesting some of this basil for our dinner tonight.
So doing a quick coating for my mutton snapper. I got some gluten-free panko crumbs because I'm sort of gluten intolerant these days. Salt and pepper, garlic blend, onion powder, some vegan Parmesan cheese, or Parmesan cheese if you like. We got some lemon zest ready to go. And we're going to mix all this. Oh, and some just egg. You can use real egg if you're not vegan like us. We're not vegan.
You're eating fish.
I'm eating fish. But I'm vegan otherwise. Now to try our air fryer for the first time. Air fry, 425.
Good?
Really good.
The SS Sapona ran aground in about 15 feet of water on the Bahama bank just a few miles south of Bimini in 1926 from a large hurricane of 150 plus miles per hour winds. The stern of the ship was torn off by the ferocious hurricane seas, while the remainder of the ship stands upright. This ghost ship is one of the 12 ships of her kind built when the SS Sapona was commissioned as a troop transport vessel in World War I. Steel was in short supply at that time, and the Sapona and her sister ships were built out of concrete. She never did see any wartime. Instead, the Sapona spent years serving as oil storage, with the owner dreaming of making her a floating private club. That never happened, so she changed owners and became a rum runner in the Bahamas during Prohibition. Then the hurricane of 1926 gave her a new purpose. The Sapona has a life that lives on as a home for many tropical fish, turtles, and an attraction for those who venture out to explore her. Hey guys, we are heading to the beach. We have some rain coming today, a little bit of weather coming in, and we're going to give you guys an update on our engine issue. Let's go. Engine update time. I'll pass it over to Sheldon for that one.
Think we'll get it done before the rain comes?
Yes!
We'll try. Okay, so obviously we're still in Bimini, and I've tried a bunch of things to diagnose the engine, some stuff that you guys have recommended I try. One of those things was cracking the fuel lines to each cylinder. And if you want to take a look at a 10-minute video of me cracking the fuel lines, if you think you got an ear for that sort of thing, then there's a video link of an unlisted video up here or down in the description. Go take a look, leave a comment below on what you think. But I found that cylinder 6 and 8 didn't really make much of a difference when I cracked the line. So what I did is I pulled the valve covers off and I took out the rocker arm, and I took out 2 injectors and replaced them with brand new ones. and there really wasn't a ton of difference. Actually, no difference. So it's worse when you click it into gear than when you're just, so in the last video you heard it just idling and seeing the smoke. But here's a clip of it when I click it into gear.
I mean, it's not good. I do it in here.
So that sounds, you know, pretty bad to me, and it sounds the same after I did the injectors. So to me, it's sounding like what a lot of you have said, is that it's probably a head gasket. We're hoping that's all it is, not any worse. Given that I'm working a lot, my job, I don't have time to focus on it 100% here. The other reason I don't really want to tear this down here, going across, I have one engine. If we got into an emergency, either during the Gulf Stream crossing or going into an inlet or into the ICW, I've got that other engine right now that I could start up in an emergency and use it. It's, you know, it's not ideal. I don't want to use it, but if I had to, if I lost the other engine, it would work and get us out of a jam.
It's not gonna happen.
Just at the slight chance that that would happen, I want to have that as an option for me.
Oh, man.
And for us going across, I mean, imagine I'm going across, I lose the other engine, and we're just floating in the Gulf Stream, and there's a freighter coming. What do? I can start the other engine, get us out of harm's way, and figure out what in the world's going on. Call C-Tow or something like that to come and
Yeah,
get.
we do have Boat US, so
Boat
we
US,
yeah, we'll
Towboat
have them.
US.
Yeah, we might let them know we're coming.
It's not a big deal. People have one engine all the time. That's what's on their boat is one engine.
Yep.
So it's not a big deal. We're just going across on one engine.
Yeah.
No big deal. So I'm gonna block the coupler inside the boat so that the shaft is not freewheel. I even might stick a ball up inside the exhaust outside so that there's no, if we hit any rough weather, there's no water getting up into the exhaust system and up into the engine, you know, if we're doing all this kind of stuff.
We're going on a flat calm.
Flat calm day. So,
Not
and that's
today.
it. That's pretty much it. That's all. That's the engine issue. We're not going to fix it here.
But we've been enjoying our time at Bimini Cove. It's nice.
Yeah, we've been going out spearfishing and exploring, as you've seen in this video.
Yeah.
And any other update?
Not really, no.
No.
All is good, though.
In a
Could
few
be
weeks,
worse.
in a few weeks, you'll see us heading back.
Yeah.
We don't know what we're going to do once we get back and get it diagnosed and fixed. If it's not too big of a deal, there's potentially room in the schedule to come back to the Bahamas, maybe cross over to the Abacos or something. I don't know. But if it's any worse than the head gasket, then of course we're dead in the water for a while, and I'm not sure what we're going to do.
And how much will it cost?
How much will it cost? Stay tuned for that. I think that's it. So we'll see you guys later. Enjoy your remainder of the winter, I guess.
Yeah, it's soon be spring.
Soon springtime.
March is spring,
For
isn't
everybody up north is thinking about getting their boats ready for the water.
it? Yeah.
So anyway, fun times for everybody. So we'll talk to you later. We'll see you in the next episode. Should I say it? And long may your big jib drop.
Cheers.
Can see ahead. You hold on to hope instead. Dreams might look as if they're dead. Just hold on to hope instead. Times when you can't see ahead. You hold on to hope instead. Dreams might look as if they're dead. Just hold on. never give up, reaching for love. Sooner or later, I know you'll stay. Never give up.